Hey guys, we're back here for some more Standard. Currently Platinum Tier 1. We'll be running with the Mono White Humans deck. Deck is unchanged from my previous videos. And here is the list. And let's jump into some games. Hope you guys have had a great day so far. If you are new here and you haven't seen any of my content before, I hope you enjoy it. And if you like it, please consider subscribing, dropping a comment or like, or sharing it. All right, opening hand looks great. We're just going to try to end the turn quick. Possibly steal out a block on the officer here. Happy to trade half a card there. Here, I think we're just going to drop Adeline and then sit. Part of the reason I don't want a Cathar here is typically, like in a deck where the opponent has Brutal Cathars, also you want to be the last person to play it. I guess to be fair, in last turn we could have attacked and got 1 damage in, and they would have, blocked and killed the reinforcements. We would have had a human token left over. So yeah, probably could have done that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, now we're very happy to see that second Cathar, and then hopefully we'll win the Cathar battle. Okay, happy to keep it going. Hopefully he doesn't have the third Cathar. Kind of awkward. That's gonna do it. All right, opening hand looks great. Nice draw there. It's a pretty easy Thalia here, even though we could play Copper Coat to try to trade into Naturalist. I think it's just much better to slow down the cost of their spells. that was a really nice draw for our opponent. And now we're kind of struggling to catch back up here. So I think our best play here is just to kind of keep going Cathar. Hopefully he doesn't have removal for the Cathar. Yeah, I think just we have to get rid of the Naturalist here. It's just making all this stuff too cheap. So hopefully that'll work. I guess he can pump up his Naturalist and keep making stuff if we don't get rid of the Calyx. So it's kind of... Yeah, there's an argument to be made for either of these targets. But I think we're going to go with... Although I guess if we get the Calyx, we can attack, but he swings back for quite a bit. And he does have the removal, unfortunately. Okay, so we do have to chump here. I think, yeah, we just throw the Initiate in front of the Calyx. Kind of stem the bleeding a little bit just so he doesn't get to make an extra ossification. Yeah, we're really on the back foot here. He's got the extra Calyx to go with it. That's probably going to be game right there. Yeah, now no matter what, he can copy the ossification, get his guy back. So we're taking 7, drop to 4, and then he gets to get rid of whatever guy we don't block with. Yeah, I don't think we can come back from this. I think that's going to do it. Okay, opening hand looks great. Since I do have 3 1-drops, I think I'm going to open with the Officer. I suppose the only thing here is like there's a chance that depending on the deck we're up against, it potentially could be better to play Thalia on turn 2. So I guess if it is one of those decks, I do want to have access to that. So then maybe then we just run the Initiate instead. We're missing out on 1 damage here, but it's giving us the opportunity to be a little bit more efficient with Thalia if we have to. Yeah, I think we want Thalia here, just to kind of tax his mana, and then next turn we can just kind of drop a bunch of these guys and then go into Knight Errant, and that feels pretty good. Interesting. Okay, so now we can just play out most of our hand. That's feeling pretty good. All right, let's grab Adeline and probably Copper Coat. Okay, and he's gonna pack it in. Okay, hand looks great. So in this situation, I'm definitely happy to run out the Officer, since we have 2 1-drops on turn 2. Now this does open us up a little bit into the Festival card. 1 damage to all of our stuff, but there's kind of not really a whole lot to do about it. If they've got it, they've got it. They're also, you know, heavily favored to cast a creature this turn, so there's a decent chance we dodge it, at least for 1 turn. Unless they have like a one. Oh yeah, I guess if they have Swift Spear, they could still cast it. Okay, thankfully did not have it. So we swing 6, drop them down to 12. They're coming back for a minimum of 6. I think the play here is swing in with Initiate plus 1 Officer. Keep the other one back in case we need it for potentially Squee or some other stuff. So we could chump here, but I think going down to 12 is okay. Again, if they have End the Festival, it's really awkward. We could also trade for it, but I guess trading 2 cards for their Swift Spear doesn't feel amazing. Although I suppose we could start rebuilding next turn. Like, we're not pushing for too much. So maybe it's correct here to actually just stall them out a little bit. I guess since we can rebuild with Officer, maybe we do just make the trade here. Just to preserve our life total a little bit. And then here, I think we want to try to maximize value, so I think we're going to I guess we'll just sit, because we can block and then reinforcement if we need to, or use its ability. Okay, Thalia feels pretty good. Cathar is less interesting. That's a nice draw, definitely. So yeah, here I think we're just going to go wait for reinforcements just to try to make sure we can get into night next turn. This is tough. Yeah, this guy could just end our game for sure. So trading for it now might be the safest play. We don't get to kind of explode next turn, although he's a little bit short on mana. So I think maybe it's all right if we drop to 8 here. He does have some stuff coming at us. The other thing is we could just draw into a land. It's not amazing, but I think this is such a big threat we might just have to kill it now. Like, it could just take over the game if we let it. Now I think we block one of the 2/2s if he gives us the option. I guess we could go for Convoke for 1. Like, we do have targets. So, like, we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a pretty low chance, but it's something. I guess the other consideration, we're at 8, so he could potentially push for 6 next turn. So that is one other consideration. And just having another blocker even if we don't find an extra creature, does feel a little bit safer. So I think I'm actually just going to auto pay here just for the extra blocker since we're so low on life. Yeah, we would have hit, but like the chance was pretty low, so it was a calculated risk. Pretty awkward. I think we unfortunately have to drop to 4 here. I guess we could chump, but that just feels so awful. Like, especially if we draw another initiate. Might have to, though. Yeah, so we're not quite dead, but it's very bad. Yeah, I think that there was a point in the game where we blocked Goddard, and if we chose to, or Godric, and then if we chose to instead drop down to 8 and go for the play to kind of refill, we might have been able to turn it around. It's very close. Yeah, and that's going to do it. So it'd be interesting to see what that game would have been like had we gone that direction. All right, hand looks great. So the considerations here is we could go reinforcements if we hope to draw into Knight Errant, which would be great. Copper Coat is really nice leading into Adeline, especially because that allows us to have both tokens trade with Giada, but we are expecting probably a bigger toughness on his next play. So I think I am going to go for the reinforcements play here. So here he probably names Adeline, which is annoying, but not a lot we can do about it. And then I think we just go Peacekeeper just to check upstairs, see what he's got left over. Okay, that was a bit surprising, so I guess he has something he really wants to protect. We did hit Knight Errant, which is great. Yeah, so now we have... kind of tough thing here is, even though we could Knight Errant for 2, like we want a Knight Errant for 3 ideally, but I think it's good enough, so let's just go for it. Yeah, and we still got some good stuff out of it. Don't really know what we're up against here. I guess I'll do one of each, just to give us some options. So I'm wondering if he's looking to like Sunfall or something next turn. Yeah, that is kind of what I'm leaning on here. Oh, I guess maybe not. So I think this turn we want to go probably Adeline plus Skrelv, just so we can start pushing through, since he will have the indestructible set up for next turn. Yeah, and given he can only really chump one of these, or I mean, I think it's worth attacking with everybody, so... He gets a free kill, but that's fine. Now he easily could have Sunfall here, which would be awkward. We have decent refill, but he's played enough into the board where I guess it's okay. Okay, he has the removal for Skrelv, which is annoying. So we can Light Shield Adeline out of combat here. Kind of want a Peacekeeper just to see what he's got in store, like, because we could be walking into just like a really, really big like Sunfall or something like that. So I think Anointed Peacekeeper is the move here, just to find out what's going on. And then I think we just offer the option, if he wants to take down Adeline and Knight Errant, he can do that. Otherwise, like, we are kind of racing, so we could just attack first or like throw down like Copper Coat to just push damage, because, you know, I guess if he like board wipes, like, we're not that scared of it. So I think that actually might be the play. So let's do that instead. Push a bit more damage, and then we'll relay Adeline after he kills the first one. So then we just shove. Okay, he did go for that play instead. I guess then we just drop Officer. So he certainly, I guess he could have the Sunfall here, but...
I've made plenty of connections.
I guess it was like a minor possibility he could have like Elspeth Smite, so maybe it's still worth Peacekeepering here. Again, I think we're in a situation where we want to be able to relay Adeline if we have to, so I think maybe we drop Thalia, and that takes Elspeth Smite out of the possible options. And then I think we just shove with everything. So he has 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're pushing 3 to face. It's not great, but it's definitely, we're getting something through. Do we shove with everything is the other question. I think we definitely bring in Adeline, Knight Errant. This thing can give lifelink, that's gross. And I guess he's just getting to like eat this, like the human for free. So we're hitting for, so block, block, block. I think we push with everything actually. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but I think we just go with everything here. Actually, you know, and I suppose he has, yeah, he's got 14 in the air next turn, so I guess, yeah, we're just dead, unfortunately, but, oh well.
Show him what you got.
All right, thanks guys for watching. Unfortunately, we took kind of a beating today. Ended up going 2 and 3 in games, and then we're still at Platinum Tier 1. Let's take a look at our overall stats. So the deck as a whole is sitting at 81% win rate, with 61 wins and 14 losses. Again, today we did go 40% with 2 wins and 3 losses. That is worth keeping in mind. But I do think that overall the deck is still pretty powerful. So we will see you here again soon. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing if you like the content. Take care.